Welcome back to Good Talk with Ojay. This week we got
Gaffar, aka Ultimate.
For sure. So tell the people about what you do for people that don't know.
I'm a model. I'm a creative director, also a runway coach.
Damn. So how do you do all that in one? You said you're a model, creative director, a runway coach. Like, how do you put all that in one?
It's a visual thing.
Okay.
It's all about time management, knowing what you want. I know exactly what I want in the modeling industry. I know what I want to bring into the industry. So that's exactly what I'm going for. Not just limited to just a model. And I just wanted to be a model, also help the models and create visuals to support the models and, the fashion industry itself.
Yeah. Okay. So, to be honest with you, you're like one of the few people in this area or even in general that want to be a model. So like what drove you to wanting to be a model, wanting to help the models out in that field?
Oh, that's a question I really never thought about.
Why?
Well, what really made me want to be a model, when I was younger, I really didn't like my features. I really thought, I was just like, what is this? This is not normal. I don't really see the cheekbones. Like, my friends are not like, as defined. I never thought it was a beauty thing. I thought it was an ugly thing. So I was never comfortable with it. But as I grew up, I got to college, I came to America, I came out of my comfort zone. So I was just like, you know what? Black is beauty.
Of course.
And I really embraced that more into the community and just made sure, whatever people have to say, as long as you are comfortable within yourself and self-confidence. It took me to a lot of places. So I just decided to, I'm very great at camera. A really great friend of mine actually was like, Gaffar, you playing with yourself? Look at your face. You should become a model. And then I'm just like, I was a model in college, but I was passionate about it, but I wasn't really seeing it as a full-time thing. But when I really graduated, like my last semester in college, I was like, I literally started skipping school, literally.
Okay, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So let's touch on your background for a little bit. Where are you from originally?
Nigeria.
Okay, the motherland, the best African continent, the best African country. It don't matter, the best African country. When did you come to the States?
2010.
Okay. So how have you been adjusting to it? You like it more or you miss home?
I miss home. I'm going to be honest. I miss home. I love it here. I just miss home.
Okay, for sure. So let's talk about location-wise. I feel like the DMV is in a good place for like modeling. Of course it is, of course. Any state you're in is a good place. But like in your preference, what's the best state or location to be at in your field?
New York, LA, those like my top two.
Okay. So like, why do you like? Because I feel like in the DMV, we're like, I feel like a lot of the attention is more towards like rappers and things of that nature. Why do you feel like New York and LA is the better choice for models and stuff?
New York is the fashion capital, so it just really makes sense.
Yeah.
The DMV, they have a great sense of fashion here. We do, but it's not the high fashion level that I want to portray. It's more of, we want to be models, but we don't really want to take this passion and then we just want to do it. I want to do this.
Yeah, okay. They're just dabbling. They're not really.
Some people, they want to do that. I just feel like, people are not ready. It was time management, but I just feel as though I had to put certain things in place.
For sure.
To make sure, I'm able to let me move out of state, let me relocate and go out of places. But the DMV, it's okay, but it's not really like I said, it's not where a model will really want to say, you know what, I want to pursue my career in the modeling industry and stuff like that.
So you mentioned relocate. Where do you see yourself moving to?
95% New York, 75 LA.
Okay. So y'all people watching this from New York and LA, stay tuned. My man's coming there real soon. So I've seen that you're a creative director for Playhouse or Playhouse Empire, right?
Yes, Playhouse Empire.
So what is that?
Playhouse Empire, it's more of an organization for artists, branded artists. It's a firm where, creativity has been dispersed within the family, because it's Empire, for which is, it's all started off as the guys playouts, games and stuff, whatever. But, we had to realize, time is going. We really need to make it into something much better, profitable. So we have rappers, pretty much a record label, I would say.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't wait for that. So being your creative director, in your mind, how do you know how to shoot this or the topic for this or How do you see that in your head? How do you make it come to life?
It's a gift. Actually,
Okay, yeah, for
it's
sure.
really is a gift. The only way I could explain it, it's I'm a visual learner, so it really like kind of like make it easier for me. Like look at I could like you could literally narrate me a story, or I could just listen to a music. I could literally follow every single thing you're saying on that music and visualize it for you.
Wow.
And it's so crazy. It's really gonna be great if I have somebody that is writing next to me, because at that moment it's like a great visual because it's fresh off my head. So it kind of really put me in a place where I'm just able to like just visualize by just hearing things and just seeing and just imagine things. Sometimes I will go to the thrift store when I'm bored. I'm like, let me go pick colors together. I'm very much great color person. My mom is a fashion person, very much.
So what's in your blood then?
It is. It's in like my mom. Literally, I was living out today. She said, "You look good." I'm like, this is what you want. So she is really that person who pushes me more. Actually,
that's
surprisingly.
Great. Yeah, so I was about to say. So being that we are Nigerian and we know the type of cultural background we have, so you already said you're unsupportive of you. Is that kind of like shocking because it's not the typical engineer, doctor type of thing?
African parents will be African in general, but this is why I always tell people. This is why it's always great to like be the man of your word.
Yeah.
Because Africans, we tend to like manipulate others by the way we think. So you are the one that have to break that shell. So when they say, "Oh, doctor, lawyer," this is what I just tell them. If you want to be a doctor, if you want me to be a doctor, lawyer, go ahead and take the examination. If you pass, then I go.
For sure.
And then if they don't, if you could pass the examination, then I follow you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. You gotta,
So it kind of put me in the sense that like I know what I want. So if you're not gonna listen to me, but my mom is very much understanding.
Okay.
When she realized, I told her she said she didn't even know who Beyoncé is when I worked with her. So there's stuff like that when she started to see, okay, this guy is really going places. She has no choice.
So you already heard what my man said, worked with Beyonce and that. We're gonna touch on that a little later in the interview. But so since you're a creative director and you worked with multiple cameramen, do you tell the difference between working with different cameramen, like the work ethic and the quality?
Absolutely, yes.
So how do you I know it can be quite frustrating sometimes. So how do you maneuver around that? Like, come on, my expectations is up to here, and you're giving me here.
It all depends on the energy that you give at the shoot itself.
Okay.
To be honest, are you prepared?
Yeah. Okay.
So, well, it's. I've never really had issues really like that with like photographers, like with the quality. But I always really more concerned more of like the whole layout.
Okay.
It's just like certain pictures are not the way I visualize it.
Okay.
And it's just like I'm the one I'm the one the picture's been taken off. So it's like I'm really have to be mindful. Whatever action I do, this what's gonna come out. Like this not gonna cheat me.
Okay.
So it's something like that.
Okay. So being in the industry and working with several different brands, I don't know if you guys know, but I feel like the modeling industry can kind of be quite biased and kind of racist in a sense. So with all this going on, have you ever had to be like, bro, I'm not representing that brand because of their initiative of what's going on right now, Black Lives Matter?
To be honest, can I speak my French? I do not give a fuck.
Okay, for sure. You got
I don't care because at the end of the day, we are a human being. I see the whole police brutality. I support my black people, but I don't want to be biased too. The black people are tearing each other down too.
Yeah,
that's the very most important. Yes, the Caucasians are doing what they have to do to secure their spot. But for us black African American, I just feel as though we just need to know why we're here.
Yeah,
and just be focused. I mean, racism is still gonna be there. It's always gonna be there. Even in the industry. Mm-hmm. But I always never cared about rejection because, like, at the end of the day, I'm very much like stubborn in my head. Like, whatever, I'm a go getter. Yeah. So if one thing does not go for me, trust me, I'll be the first person to wake up the next morning and be the next level or the next position. So I really never let the whole, racism. It doesn't. I try not to. Yeah. I mean, I'm cool with everybody, but I'm not really too cool with
Yeah,
I can't, but I just keep my
your distance.
Keep my distance.
Everything's
I don't have a problem with you.
level.
I'm here for my money, whatever the case may be. We out of here.
I love it. I love the honesty. So, what's the most challenging project that you have been a part of?
Well, did I create it or?
It doesn't matter if you created or you've been a part of. It doesn't really matter.
I wouldn't call it. Well, yeah. Okay, so I had this project. It's a typical project. It's a Coming to America photo shoot that I really wanted to do. I really spent what really triggered me in this. I spent a lot. This is like my most budget shoot, and it came out to be the list favorite.
Wow, that's crazy.
And that really got me like, bro, what the hell? You spent $5,000 for something you cannot even post. So, I really was pissed. And, that really taught me a lot. And that's that's a passion. That's something I invested in myself. So when I tell other people, like, you know what, I'm not working with you because of this, because you don't really know how much I'm putting into this.
Yeah.
And you want to do this, and it's just, but anyways, it's though that project never came out the way I expected it to be, based on, punctuality and stuff like that, getting people together. But I did my best, but I would say the money got me, because it's like, that hurt me, like, dang, that's my pockets right there.
So, as in the beginning, you said a model, creative director, and runaway coach, but I feel like you left out something. I seen that you're about to create your own brand.
Yeah,
so
that's hard.
So it's like, when can we be expecting that?
So can I be honest with you guys? Okay, so 2020 was really a surprise, a blessing in disguise for me. Like, at the beginning of the year, I remember in December 25th, on Christmas Day, I was sitting at work. I was like, Gaffar, I need to get a business before 2020, like 2020. I need to establish a business. And I like wearing do-rags. Unfortunately, today I'm not wearing one. But I love do-rags. And, I just feel as though when I wake up in the morning, if I don't wash my hair, I don't want to just brush it. I just leave it on for the rest of the day. And it's just something I just like the swag,
Yeah, for sure.
But, that was a brand that I really wanted to start off with, like the do-rag line. But what really, I was going to go to China, actually.
Wow.
And I was going to go to China in February to actually meet manufacturers, because I'm very much like a visual person. So I needed them to actually see my vision and actually make it work for me. I didn't feel like charting with them. I wanted to be there. So coronavirus, boom. Damn. I couldn't go. So, and I'm like, damn, my whole plan has been messed up. I wanted to move. I couldn't move due to coronavirus. I was like, New York, was the outbreak. I was pissed. But then it's just like, I just kept doing what I could do. Then the Beyoncé thing came out, boom. And then it's so crazy, the do-rag, the gold do-rag that was there, it's been thought of as a do-rag of a clothing line at my brand, Ultimate by Gaffar. That's the name of the brand. I really wanted to make that a do-rag, not just because I wore a do-rag in the Beyoncé music video, but also because that's something I've always wanted to do way before coronavirus started. Jeez. And it was just a cliche. It was just like, wow, okay, you really have to do it now. But, right now that all this whole, I'm feeling pressured a little bit after this whole Beyoncé thing, because people were expecting what's next and bigger. So it's just like, like, I'm not God. I let God deal with that. I'm only doing the best I can. I'm every day working, putting it out there, doing what I'm supposed to do. So, God gave me, even Beyonce photo video shoot, I was only there for a day. So we're going to get back to that later.
Yeah, for sure. We're definitely going to touch on that. That's what the people came here to see. So before we continue on with the interview, what's something interesting that, people may not know about you that's like, oh, I did not know that?
Oh, I have a degree in computer science.
Whoa, I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So how did that come like, whoa, that's like mind blowing. Like,
that's really not, I always love computers. But that's not really like my passion. Modeling and fashion's always been something I love. Like, I like to dress up and stuff like that. I told my dad, actually, I wanted to be an actor. What I wanted to do, I was like, Dad, I want to major in theater act. My dad said, I did not bring you to America to you know what I'm saying, to be an actor. I think, you know, there's lawyer, there's doctors, there's engineers. Why an actor? I said, because that's who I am. But, you know, I had to listen to him, please the parents. I regretted it later because now I'm not really. I used it a little bit, but that's not me. I don't want to keep working for nobody. I am my own boss. I want to really work on myself now. If I have to start with $1, I know I invested with $1. Like I sometimes certain sacrifices to be taken with action, not just words. So you know when that action takes place, trust me, everything else is gonna come through. So if you don't make that one step, you're just gonna keep talking about it.
Y'all heard it first. You know, you gotta chase your dreams. So don't let anybody sidetrack you. Because if you want it, you are gonna get it.
Absolutely.
So before we get into what everyone has been waiting for, how long have you been modeling?
Seriously, or just like?
Not like seriously. You know.
2000 and I graduated 17. Yeah, 2017.
Wow.
Been 3 years now.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So, of course, we're going to touch into it, but let me first say this, because this is a major accomplishment. I saw you on WWD and SN's website. For those of you that don't know, that's a major website, major platform. How did that even come about?
Thanks to Lavi by CK.
Shout out
to Cloud. She is an amazing designer. She is based in LA. She is from the DMV. She had posted a casting call. My manager, I saw the casting and I just sent it to my manager, and he, sent in my information. And literally, when I tell you this is how it worked, I'm telling you, like when you want to chase your dreams, guys, you really gotta go for it. I got that casting call. I would say I got the casting call today, right? The information today. The casting call is tomorrow. Mind you, I'm in Maryland. I had to book my flight that night, okay, to be in LA at 6 a.m. And at first, I'm like, Gaffar, don't go. I'm like, Gaffar, go. This is how this is Beyoncé thinking, because I really was not gonna go to New York. I'm like, go. I went there, you know what I'm saying? I met her. She was so sweet, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so crazy. Like, I went there for a fashion show. I ended up being a model the day before the fashion show, to model for her brand. And it was crazy to put in a website. So it's a blessing, you know. It was just some certain risk you got to take in life, and you know that was how that came about. And that show, boom, Essence came up, you know. That's WWD, crazy. You know, great, you know, it's
God works in
it's God. Ways. I'm just gonna be grateful and humble. It's God. I'm gonna just keep saying that.
So, how did that opportunity help you in other ways? That, like, you know, what doors did that opportunity open for you?
I will say It did open a lot of doors in the sense that I have more exposure. People get to know who I am, and surprisingly, I'm starting to feel like a menace because sometimes in the DMV when I'm out, like I want to be Beyoncé. I just feel like, dang, you know, I can't. You know, it's something I gotta get used to. But you know, it's there. It's there.
Okay, for sure. Yeah. Now the question everyone's been waiting for: how did that whole Beyoncé thing happen, man? Like music video, meeting, like, how did you keep your composure of meeting Beyonce? Like, wow.
God, it's great.
Okay, man.
I mean, I'm gonna put it this way. I got a casting call for that. It's just on Instagram too. Somebody sent me a DM. It was like they're looking for a Black African American, just actually African model. And she literally sent me a DM. She was like, do I know like a family member? They needed like African descent. So they asked for my mom. I sent them my mom's picture. It was like, your mom looks too old. I mean, she looks too young actually to fit the category they wanted. So I was like, oh, okay. So I thought I did not get the gig because, you know, they didn't want my mom. They probably didn't want me either. So that weekend, I just wanted. So I was like, should I go to New York? Should I not go to New York? Mm-hmm. As soon as I got to New York, I was literally 5 minutes away from Times Square. And I looked in my email and I saw that, congratulations, you've been scheduled to meet up at a, casting, blah, 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 for a A-list celebrity pop artist. In my head, I'm like, who's this? I'm like, well, I mean, they're not going to disclose what it is because, you know, it's very confidential. But in my head, I'm like, okay, maybe it's Burna Boy because that was around the time he won the BET Award. So I was like, maybe Burna Boy he's about to like shoot a music video that needs somebody. But I got to that cast. Well, it was actually not a casting. Actually, it was like they already selected me. I got there. I saw a couple of faces. I'm still like a little like I don't know what's going on. But when I heard Shine Already, Shine Already, I was like, wait, what? Beyonce? Beyonce, dog? Like, yo, like my whole like body, like, you know, I was about to get my phone. They're like, no, we turning the phone, we signing an NDA, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, bro, it got real, like, real quick. Like, we had to, like, you know what I'm saying? It was an amazing experience. And so crazy, I was only on set for a day. A lot of my colleagues were 2 days, couple of days, but I was only there for a day. And for me to be in front and center is just God. For me to be there for a day, and I'm like shocked. So today, if you ask me, how, I did not know. I just played my part, just like we are recording right now. I did my part, you know, did my research about what I'm going to do. Got to the casting call, you know, or got to, you know, the got on set, did my part, and I felt like, you know, maybe I stood out, you know, the do-rag maybe stood out, you know, I feel as though, and it kind of goes with the theme, the gold, the crown, you know, when the trailer came out, I looked at it, I'm like, wow. When she said Black is King, I'm like, what if I'm the king? Jay-Z gonna have something to talk about.
Bro, you gonna sip it? If you gonna sip that on that, you gonna sip it on that right there. You feel me?
But nah, I was like, nah. Humble yourself. Humble yourself.
So in that sense, how do you stay humble? Like you met Beyonce, bro. Like people who've been modeling for 10 years haven't even met Beyonce. So how do you stay humble?
I mean, it's something that's in me. Like it's the way I was raised. You know, Beyonce is not God. So, you know, I'm gonna put it that way. If you think deep, you just, once you say that, you understand what I just said. Like,
for sure.
Beyonce's not God. Yeah, she is somebody that everyone, she's an icon in the industry, everywhere in the universe, in the globe. Yeah. Beyonce is known. That just gives me, it reminds me of Gaffar, you're on the right track. Yeah. If you could get on Beyonce, what the fuck can't you do?
Exactly. You're gonna keep on going.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what that gives me opportunity. Like I look at it like, you know what, now it's time to double that game up. So it's like, you know, that kind of like, recently I haven't really been putting in too much work because I'm not trying to just put in work just to put in work. I'm putting in work for a reason. I'm putting in quality, not quantity. I'm putting out quality, not quantity. Yeah. So I don't want to put in like something that just doesn't make any sense. And you know what I'm saying? Just to put up just because I haven't posted. But I want to take my time to really give the people exactly the vision and, you know, just take time.
For sure. I love it. So being a model, how do you stay in shape, man? Like me personally, I'm trying to cut down some weight myself, but it's like I'm too lazy, man. So like, how do you like wake up and like, I have to stay healthy? After being like we're not, I like to eat pound of yam, you feel me? Pound of yam, a goosey, I like to eat all that. But being in your position, you can't really do that every day. How do you stay like motivated to stay in shape, man?
First I would say I have a fast metabolism system.
Okay, for sure.
I ran track my old high school career and my first college year. So I feel like that kind of like I really was. Everything I do, I was great at running. So I was working out, not just trying to be a better runner, but just working out to be in shape. Okay. So I feel like at that age that helped me. Okay. And I just kept, you know, I don't really need a trainer when I go to the gym. I just literally do what my coach really used to teach us back then. Okay. And just the drills and the warm-ups and the squats and the punishments. And I'm like, before you want to get that abs, you better do 300 crunches right now. Okay. And, you know, stuff like that. And that's how I discipline myself when I'm by myself. So that's what I do. And I still have a membership with Planet Fitness. So I go to the gym every now and then, probably at least twice a week. I mean, I try to go at least 4 times, but you know, I would say to be humble, twice a week. I do my crunches at home. But
for sure. I love it. So that's muscle memory. So where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years? Like, sky's the limit, of course, but like, what's your goal? 3 to 5 years. 3 to 5 years, I want to have my own hotel. Like, I want to be my own boss. Like, I really am tired of working for people. I feel that. I'm right now. I'm starting on my LLC for a lot of things that I'm working on. So I'm really trying to be
the face of the family in the sense that, you know, I want my siblings to like, my little ones behind me to like, if Gaffar could do this, I could do it too.
For sure.
You know, with my own business, like I really just want to be in a better place, far better place. I want to be in peace. Like I've been through so fucking much. Like I'm ready to just, you know,
put all the energy
into like, you know, just settle down and just focus on me. In all actual honesty, the way I plan things out, in 5 years, I want to have my own hotel in Nigeria.
Wow.
So,
That's
with
huge.
that being said, it is huge. I have huge goals. So, I have huge dreams. Like, my heart, you didn't ask that question, but I'm going to give you that ultimate. My ultimate goal, that's why the ultimate goal is to invent my own car.
Wow.
So, you know, if and you know, you never come across people that actually thought about inventing a car. So that shows like it's a lot of things, visuals and like creative things in my head. I need a team. I need a creative team. I need a team to help me out because we are ready to swim in money. Because I have great visuals, like even applications that could be used within the fashion entertainment industry. I have imagined like in my planner. So if you guys would love to work with me,
you better hit them up.
Definitely, you know, I have great ideas. I'm really ready to like, let's shake things up, guys. Like it's time, you know, for the Black African Americans to really rule this country, rule the world. You know what I'm saying? Like it's time for us to go out there and do what we got to do. Just making sure like the community is great, making sure the family is right, making sure everybody within your surroundings are okay. It's time, guys. And I feel as though like, you know, whatever you do, just keep God first. You know what I'm saying? Keep God first. He's gonna support you. He's gonna guide you through everything, and just, you know, keep your head up.
With that being said, let them know where to find you on social media, man. Because I'm motivated, and we gonna talk off later. Because I gotta listen. This is the man with the plan right here. Y'all thought I was the man with the plan? Nah. He's the man with the plan. So tell them where they can find you on social media.
You can actually follow me at Gaffar, GAFFAR ABAYOMI. On Instagram, I do be on Twitter, but I'm not really on that Twitter. But Instagram is very, very much easy for me. I can always respond back. So guys, I love you guys.
Before we go, you know what we gotta do. Shout out Wifey Brand.
Yeah.
And you know, hey, if you're not drinking Wifey, I don't know what you're doing. Before we go,
Wifey. You know Wifey.
Before we go, we're gonna give this to my man right here. You're gonna drink up. We're gonna stay blessed with Wifey. Hey man. See you next time.
Thank you so much, Wifey. Oh my gosh.